Okay, think we're back. Let me post this link back on my Instagram. Hello, everybody. Let me know if you can hear and see everything okay again. That was a nightmare. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Holly. Hi, Ruby. I'm very happy that you guys are finding me again. All right. Okay, everyone's making their way back. Let me just post the link on Instagram. I have never done that before, and I could not figure out how to get back to the actual streaming window. Okay, click to join the live stream. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. All right. I think we are now good to go. I hope that that other stream isn't still going, but I don't think so. I think we should be good here. Okay. All right. Let's try this again, starting over. Hello, everybody. I'm going to say hi to you all again, just because it'll make me feel less frazzled if I just pretend like this stream is starting for the first time. So, hey, Kimberly, Holly, Ruby, Lauren, Marisa, Beck, Lady Marilynell. There's a little tongue twister there. Hey, Cassandra, Rebecca, Veronica, Pamela, Donna. Who else is here? Liz, hello again. Hello, Delisa. Hello, Monica. Okay. Woo. That got me frazzled for a second. Shadow 12. What happened? I just joined. I started the stream and I accidentally hit back. And the stream was like still going, but I could not figure out how to get back to it to actually have my camera connected. So we just started a new stream. If you're just joining, you don't even have to worry about it. All right. Don't forget to change from top chat to live chat at the top of the chat window. Is it fuzzy for anyone else? Here, let me disconnect from this Wi-Fi. That might help. All right, let me know if you guys are seeing everything clearly. If it's looking fuzzy, you can also go to the quality settings at the bottom of the video and try to manually up the quality. I am deep breaths. I'm just glad that we're back. I'm glad everybody found their way back. Okay, looks fine for you, Ruby. Awesome. I'm going to take another sip of water before we get started. All right. So for those of you just joining in, I am going to be setting up a weekly spread in my bullet journal today with you guys, and I'm going to have you guys be controlling my bullet journal spread. So I'm going to be using the poll feature in the live stream chat, and I'm going to have you guys make all of the decisions for this spread. It's going to be super fun. I'm really excited about this. So the very first thing that we need to decide is what theme should I use? And I'm not going to press back this time. All right. So I am going to post a poll right now. And everybody go ahead and vote on if you want to see me use the Neon City monthly kit theme or the Forest Friends monthly kit theme. And the poll should be right at the top of the chat window for all of you. So this is what we're going to be doing for this whole stream. I'm going to have you guys making all of the decisions via polls live and have you guys control my whole setup. I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with today. It's going to be fun for me to not have to make any decisions. I'm really excited about that. And Holly asked, are these new stickers? They look so beautiful. So excited to receive my mystery bundles and giveaway stickers. I haven't seen these before. These are the newest stickers that I released in my shop during my last sale. So they are available in my shop if you guys are wanting either of these themes. There's the Neon City collection, which is also available in a green color scheme. And the Forest Friends monthly kit is one of my newest releases as well. Am I using a different journal? The pages look more cream. I was wondering if anyone was going to notice. So I accidentally left my bullet journal over at my office. I was at the office working today and completely spaced and left my journal there. Luckily, I have this journal sitting around. It's actually Jake's journal. It's one of the official bullet journal Loic terms. So I'm going to use this to set up the spread, and I'm then just going to cut it out and paste it into my normal journal. This is going to be my spread for this coming week. So I'm very happy I had an extra journal on hand here at home. So yeah, I'm just going to create my spread in this journal. And then I'm just going to chop these 2 pages out that I'm creating this spread on and paste that into my actual bullet journal. And let's see, I think maybe I'll use this spread here. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Gabriella. Lots of love all the way from Sweden. Yeah, where's everybody from? Let me know. And it looks like we have a winner on the poll, and that is going to be the Neon City monthly kit. So I'm going to go ahead and end that poll. And we now have to make one more decision before I get started. And that is going to be, are we going to do a minimal spread or a not minimal spread? And for me, that's obviously up to interpretation, but it's just going to kind of be like the vibe of the whole spread going through this. If I'm going for a more clean, simple, minimal look, or something a lot more like maximal, meaning kind of filling the space more, going a little harder with decoration and stuff like that. Make sure you leave the space on the back so you can paste it straight in. I've made that mistake. Okay, so what style should my spread be? Minimal, which I'm going to do in parentheses, clean and simple, or is maximal even a word? Minimal and maximal. Yeah, maximal is a word. Perfect. Heavy on decoration. All right. Ask. All right. Wow, we have so many places represented in this chat right now. So exciting. We got Southern California, the UK, the Caribbean, Australia, Switzerland, Seattle, France, California, Virginia. Welcome, everybody, far and wide, all over the world. All right, let's see how our poll is doing. We got 20 votes in. Could you do a video on how you would set up a full bullet journal, like your custom bullet journal that you did? I don't think I would do a video on a full bullet journal because that's just not how I actually bullet journal, and I don't make custom journals anymore. But I think what you will love to see, Holly, is I am going to have a video coming out very soon showing my migration into my new bullet journal. I just set that up with my patrons a couple of days ago and love how the spreads turned out. So that has stuff like my future log, year at a glance, a spread for a mid-year check-in, some collection spreads for things like books, movies, shows, and the like. So my June Plan With Me video is going to be coming out in the next couple days. And then probably in the next week or so, that migration video is going to be coming out. So it's not a full bullet journal setup, but I will have 2 videos coming out very soon of that new bullet journal migration spread setup and my June Plan With Me. All right. So we got Maximal is the winner. So we are doing a Maximal Neon City monthly kit weekly setup. Very excited. All right. And I am now going to do one more poll actually before we get started, which is, should I use watercolor? And I think with that, maybe we'll be ready. We'll see. This is so fun though. I love this. Maybe I'll grab a little note card and write all this stuff down. Just so anybody coming in can see what we've decided on. So theme is going to be Neon City. It's going to be maximal, which is just the opposite of minimal. And am I going to use watercolor? All right, it's looking like I am going to be using watercolor. Should be interesting actually using watercolor in this paper because I know that the Leuchtturms have thinner paper. So I'll probably have to change my watercolor technique a little bit, but I am up for the challenge. Okay, I think, let's see, is the poll evening out a little bit? There's 28 votes. That means there's 12 of you who haven't voted yet. So I'll give it just another minute, just in case the votes start to close the gap. Looks like we have 29 votes in, 8 votes left. Okay. It looks like it's staying pretty set at using watercolor. So I'm going to end that poll. All right. So I think I'm ready to get started. We're going to be doing more polls throughout this setup as we get to it. But knowing that I'm going to be using watercolor, let's choose some watercolor colors. So I'm just going to go ahead and find some colors that match this theme. I am thinking a purple. I also have all the colors right here. So this cobalt violet looks perfect. That is number 139, which is right here. Let's do this cobalt blue, which is number 60. Perfect. That's right here. And maybe I'll also do this pink, I feel like, or this purple, number 37. All right, that's going to be perfect. All right, so we got some watercolors. I have water and brushes set off to the side here. So let's go ahead and get started. So I think I just already in my head with these watercolors, I am imagining some watercolor corners kind of splashing in. Veronica said maybe add yellow. I was thinking that, but I think yellow is going to blend kind of weirdly with these colors because with this, it'll make sort of like a orange color, and with the blue, it'll make a green, and with the purple, it'll make like a brown color. So I think what I'll do instead is use this yellow marker throughout the setup for that pop of yellow. But I'm going to roll with my idea of doing some watercolor corners. It's going to be a fun maximal look. I'm also, because I see, thank you for the tips, Nick, on how this watercolor is going to interact with this Leuchtturm. I'm going to use some paper clips to clip the corners of this spread down. And that's just going to help with the possible page curling that might happen. I guess I can't really do the corners since I'm going to be painting the corners, but I'm just going to clip down a few things that I can. Oh, actually, these are kind of ripping up this page. You know what? I'm just going to wing it. I'm just going to try to not use too much water, and I think that that will be a good solution. Let me flip to a different spread now that I didn't mangle. Okay, right here. All right, so let's go ahead and create some watercolor corners. I'm going to use my smaller brush so I'm not getting too much water. And fingers crossed that the watercolor isn't too much of a hassle to use in this notebook. I'll definitely want to work quicker than I would work with my Archer and Olive because I imagine that it's going to soak up into this paper maybe a little quicker. Let's put some blue in there. You know, I might not even need too much of my purple because the blue and the pink is mixing together to create a really lovely purple color. Okay, let's use a little bit of the purple. And I'm making this kind of like a splash coming from the corner, so not worrying about making the edges straight or anything like that. Do a couple little splashes coming out like this. And I'm going to do that on the other three corners now. Your paint water is always so far away, does not fit on your desk. I have a rule about not putting any liquids on my desk because there is a lot of really expensive equipment on my desk. So that is why I have my water, my painting water, pretty far away. Great question. But that is like I don't have my drinks up on my desk. I do not have my paint water on my desk because it is just a recipe for disaster. And it really would be a disaster to spill water all over the various pieces of equipment I have up here. A very good rule I recommend for anyone to not have any drinks or liquids on a desk that you also have things like computers and other electronics on. All right, so far so good with the watercolor. Same thing, I'm just going to do a couple little splashes coming out from it. Would I recommend using tweezers with the small, large stickers? I only use tweezers for the really small stickers that I can't really see where I'm placing them if I'm not using tweezers. For me, that's usually things like the small number circles. But it really is just personal preference, Holly. Whatever works for you. All right, and this watercolor is working just fine in this journal. Didn't even need to worry. Again, I'm just using a smaller brush so that it doesn't hold too much water, and also just making sure that my brush doesn't have a huge amount of water on it. It is still decently wet though. Welcome to everybody joining in, by the way, as I've been working on this. I'm setting up a weekly spread today for next week, and I'm using the poll feature in the live stream chat window so that you guys get to make all of the decisions today and are controlling what I end up setting up. So far we've done 3 polls, which has voted on the Neon City theme for this spread. And the spread is going to be maximal instead of minimal. And I'm using watercolor. And we'll have more polls happening as I continue this setup. But yeah, the watercolor is honestly working better than I was expecting in this journal. So very pleased with that. All right. All right, I'm going to let that watercolor dry. I accidentally used a little bit more water on this corner down here than the others. So I am noticing a little bit of warping of the page happening, but nothing too dramatic. This is the theme we're using, by the way, so you can start to see the matchy happening. How long am I planning to stream for? Didn't really have a plan, Lauren, just however long it takes me to finish this spread. I'm predicting it'll probably take about an hour. All right, so I am now going to create a title at the top of this spread. So for my title, I do a print font or a cursive font. Posting that poll right now at the top of the chat. And there we go. Let me know if you want to see print or cursive for this weekly spread. And this is just for my title at the top of the spread. I want to pull up a calendar as well so I can get my dates right here. This is going to be for May 30th through June 5th. All right. It looks like cursive is winning. So I think what would be really awesome is to use this washi strip. So I'm going to use this washi strip. I'm going to cut it in half so that I can lay it over that center seam. And I am going to stick it in right here. Oh, actually, let me stick it in the other way. Here, I can give you a little example, Holly, of the difference between print and cursive. On our little note card. So print, where's my pen? Here we go. Here's the difference. This is just an example. There's different ways you can do both cursive and print. But there you go. Print and cursive. Hey, Anne from Arkansas, welcome. Right, Lady Marilynelle, print can be fancy, definitely. There's all sorts of different ways to do both of these. You can have very simple cursive and very fancy print. Really, the main difference is what Lauren just said, is that cursive is joined together and print is not joined together. All right, so it looks like cursive is the winner. I'm going to end that poll. And let's go ahead and create that header up at the top. I'm going to need another poll for this, though, because we need to decide on a color. What color should my title be? So I have my yellow marker. I can also do purple. I can do pink. I can do black. And I can also do a mix of all of them, but I only have 4 poll options. So let me see what I want to do here. I don't think I want pink, so let's do yellow, purple, black, or a mix of colors. Hey, Will, welcome in. Thanks so much for joining today. Pamela, I love that. Cursive is what we boomers grew up using. Yeah, I learned cursive in 3rd grade. That was like the grade when you had to learn cursive. And people always told me that you'll need it, you know? And it's funny because it was absolutely not the case for so long. But now a huge part of my business is writing in cursive. So they were right. Luna, are you coming to visit? Come here, honey. While you guys vote for the color, we'll say hello to our little visitor. Hello, Luna. You want to say hi to everybody? Luna's always so sweet how she comes and visits us during our live streams. Let me hold her upside down so you guys can get a real good look at her and her little white chest and her little white belly. You don't want this, huh? You just came over here to see me. You did not want to get scooped. How old is Luna? Luna is 4 years old. What is it, honey? You want to get out of here? She's like, no, I just want to. This is Luna's favorite spot, is over the shoulder. You are shedding. All right, Luna, let's see what's winning at our poll here. All right, yellow is the winner, it looks like. We got 29 votes, so there are still 20 of you who can vote if you want to swing it, because I see that black and a mix of colors are very close. So, oh, here she goes. Okay. So much cat hair everywhere. I love how you pat her and it's like burping a baby. That's exactly what it's like, Lauren. Luna is just a big baby. All right. Okay, a mix of colors is now winning. Oh, it's tied with yellow. Welcome to everybody joining in, by the way. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Friday/Saturday, depending where in the world you are. I'm creating a weekly spread completely decided by you guys in the chat. So there is a poll at the top of the chat right now to decide on what color my header will be. So get your votes in. It is a tight one between yellow and a mix of colors. So you know what? I think that I can make this work. I think what I'll do is I'll have yellow be the main color, but then do a purple drop shadow, or maybe even, ooh, okay. I have a kind of a good idea. Why not do a gradient? That is a very good idea. Yeah, yellow and a mix of colors are neck and neck. So let me go ahead and end the poll and see what I can do here. So let's do a little swatching here. Because I'm thinking what might be cool is to, again, have yellow be the main color, but then put in a little mix of colors as well. And I will show you exactly how I'm going to do that. Okay, I think that's going to be perfect. These are the Stationery Island brush markers. But honestly, I think these are the same as a lot of the other discount stationery brands. So these might be similar to the Ohuhu brand, Holly. But these specifically are Stationery Island. I'm going to use the thin end of these and then my yellow. Okay, is my watercolor dry? I want to make sure it is so I'm not smearing anything. And yes, my watercolor is all dry. So let's go into this header here. Maybe I should do a little sketching to make sure I've got my spacing correctly. We voted for a cursive header, so I'm not going to forget that. And again, this is for May 30th through June 5th. So I'm going to do some sketching just so that I get my spacing correctly here. May 30th. And then over here, June, what did I say? June 5th. Like that. All right, got it all sketched out. So I'm going to go in with my yellow Crayola Supertip marker. I'm going to make sure I'm using the one that is not dried out though. All right, this one looks nice and juicy. Luna does not have an Instagram. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and letter in this cursive header using the yellow. I'm already having so much fun with this. I'm definitely going to do this more often now that I know that these polls exist in the live streams. I'm curious if any of you out there are first-time watchers or if everybody is already familiar with my channel. Hey, Jocelyn from French. Oh, man, I don't even know if I know how to pronounce this. French Guiana? French Guiana? All right, so I got that. Let me erase my pencil. And then this is where I'm going to incorporate the fact that a mix of colors was very popular in the poll, is I'm going to do a drop shadow on this header using blue and pinkish purple. Just a Plain Mom said, been here since the beginning. Wow. That's special. I know a lot of you have been here for quite a while, and I just have to say thank you. Thank you for watching my videos, for supporting me. You guys really are the best. I love getting a chance to hang out with you all during live streams like this. Hey, Anne, you said first time on chat, but I've watched your channel before. Well, welcome to a live stream. All right, let's go in and do this drop shadow. I think I'll do the months in purple and the dates in blue. That looks lovely. Hey, Steph, welcome in. Hi, Cherie. Cherie is here, everybody. Did you give out the watercolor numbers? I did, Cherie, but I can let you know again. The pink is 37, the blue is 60, and the purple is 139. And for those of you who aren't a part of my Patreon community and don't know Cherie, Cherie is always in charge of making sure we stay hydrated. So Cherie is always giving us the drink reminders. So everybody, let's take a sip. I'm already at 5 p.m. I'm hours ahead of schedule on my water bottle. So I actually think I'm going to do purple on this side and then blue on the other. Or no, I'm going to stick with my original plan. Purple on the months and blue on the dates. I like basically never use these stationary island markers, but they actually do have a really nice fine tip on this end. It's working very well for this. Will said, been here for years, used your whale stickers in my journal last month, and they made me feel so calm. Makes me so happy to hear, Will. I really love those whales. I haven't actually used those for a monthly setup. I had originally planned to, but it didn't end up happening. But so I bring those out every now and then for weekly spreads because I just really love that collection. I agree. It feels very calm. I designed those stickers when I was going through like a really, really hard time. This was last September, I want to say, or last October. And they really gave me that sense of calm just drawing them and designing them. So just really happy to know that that translated and really happy that it could give you that feeling, Will. Oh, Holly, you have one of these bottles as well. Yeah, I actually just got this bottle from a friend, so I don't even know where she got it, but it says Room Essentials on the bottom. Kind of sounds like maybe it's a Target brand, but I know that you can find water bottles with the hours down the side all over the place. Oh, I love knowing the ages of your guys' kids. Beck has 3 kids that are 11, 9, and 27. And Just a Plain Mom has 3 as well, but they are 28, 27, and 23. I love that because it's like very similar age gaps to Beck's kids, just like 15 years older. Brooke has kids 24, 21, and 19. See you later, Nick. This live stream will stay up on my channel to watch the replay in case you miss any part of it. Donna, 49, 46, and 43. Wow. Cherie's kids are 21 and 18. Liz has a kid who's 13. I am also in the No Kids Club, unless you count Luna, who's 4. Okay. I think we're ready to make our next decision here. And that is going to be, is my weekly going to be a vertical or a horizontal style? What style weekly should I create? And I'll let you guys know what the difference is, horizontal or vertical. I'll actually give one more option, which is grid. So let me show you guys before I launch the poll what the difference between all those things are. I'll just flip back to maybe this page here. Okay, so a horizontal weekly means that my daily sections, let me zoom in a little bit here, means that my daily sections are wider than they are tall. So that means something like this. There's different ways to do this, but just in general, what I'm saying is that it is wider than it is tall. And, this would be like Monday, Tuesday. A vertical style is the opposite, where my daily sections are taller than they are wide. Like this. Again, this would be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And a grid style is basically just means that they're kind of square. So that would be something like this. All right, so those are our 3 options for this weekly spread. You guys are going to choose for me. Am I going to do a horizontal style, a vertical style, or a grid style? And the poll is up. See you later, Holly. Thanks so much for joining in. I hope you have a good night's sleep, and a pleasure as always hanging out with you. Hey, Kelly, welcome in. Always so happy to see my familiar patrons come into the streams. All right, let's see how the poll is going. For those of you just joining in, I'm doing a weekly spread where you make all the decisions for me. So there is a poll at the top of the chat window. Go ahead and let me know what style weekly you want to see. I'll also flip back here so you guys can kind of visualize what might happen with these different options. Ooh, it is very close. All right, we have 33 votes in. That means 20 of you have yet to vote. I'll give you some more time, but all of the options are very, very close. Right now, horizontal is winning by a hair. Lauren, I love that you call your classroom your children. So you have 31 5 to 6-year-olds. I love all of you international folks who wake up or stay up at ungodly hours to hang out with me during these live streams. It really warms my heart to know that. So thank you for being here, whether it's 1 a.m. or 6 a.m. So happy to have you guys here. Holly, yes, I will definitely be doing more live streams. And as usual, I'll always make sure to announce them on my Instagram beforehand, just like I did for today. If you guys like these live streams, by the way, I do live stream 7 times a month over on my Patreon. The different tiers will get you more streams, but I do 7 total. If you go to the $10 tier, that gets all 7 streams. The $3 tier gets 2 streams, and the $5 tier gets 4 streams. So if you guys are wanting to have more of these live stream hangouts, get to hang out with all of these lovely people here that are in the chat, like Kelly, Beck, Cherie, Lauren, Pamela. These are all my patrons that we hang out with. You can go ahead and join my Patreon. All right. 39 votes in. There's still 12 of you who haven't voted. I'll give it just another minute or so, and then we'll go ahead and call the poll. Cherie said it's 5:47 p.m. here. I'm always the earliest time zone because I'm on the West Coast. So it is 3:48 p.m. here. Okay, I think I'm going to call the poll, and the winner is Vertical Weekly. All right. This is probably my favorite style of weekly. I also really like grid weeklies. I think horizontal is probably my least favorite, but I make them all work. Okay, so for a vertical style, what I'm going to do is split my page up here. And so for this week, I'm actually going to a wedding on the weekend. So I'm not going to need separate sections for Saturday and Sunday. I'm just going to have a section for the weekend. So I'm going to split my page up into 6 different columns for Monday through Friday, and then 1 for the weekend. I'm also going to scroll more in my music list here. So our music starts up again. Okay. All right. So, perfect. So each day is going to get a column that is 8 spaces wide. When I'm measuring anything in my bullet journal, I always use the centimeter end of my ruler because if you didn't know, 1 space in a standard dot grid notebook is 1/2 centimeter. So each day is going to get a spot that is 4 centimeters wide, which is equal to 8 dot grid spaces. So I just created some guides there. And now I'm going to take my pen and my ruler. Oh, okay. Wait, hang on. This will be interesting. I always default to using a ruler. But should I use a ruler? Should I use a ruler? Yes or no? Hey, Avery, welcome in. So glad you're able to pop in and say hi, even if you have to run for your busy day. All right. Ruler or no ruler? I actually, for my June spreads that I just set up a few days ago with my patrons, there will be a full plan with me video coming out, but I did a couple things in there without a ruler, which is different than I would normally do. And I actually really love how everything turned out. So I am totally up for the challenge of not using a ruler. But let's see. Let's see what you guys make me do here. We got 34 votes in. It's leaning towards yes on the ruler. I'm also thinking if maybe I should use colored lines for this. No, I think I actually will use black. You'll tie into the stickers. I'm also usually very scared of not using a ruler, Holly. That's why it would definitely be pushing me out of my comfort zone. But I feel like it's fun to give that possibility with these types of things. I'm always down to get out of my comfort zone. Oh my God, Avery, that cake sounds so good. A lemon cake with blueberry cheesecake layer in the middle, fun color vanilla cake, and a mango mousse. I know. Can we all have a slice of that, Avery? All right. It looks like ruler is the winner. I am going to end that poll. And let's go ahead and draw in these sections here. And again, I am definitely going to do more streams like this where I do it with these polls and you guys decide on things for me, because so far this has been so fun. All right, I think I'm gonna maybe have these go all the way to the bottom and have them kind of disappear behind the watercolor splash. Good night, Holly. I hope you have a great weekend. See you later, Avery. So we have stayed in my comfort zone here with the ruler. I also made my line go a little too far up there, but I'm not even sure what to do about that in this journal since the pages aren't white. Like whiteout wouldn't really cut it. Actually, I do know how I'll fix that mistake. I always love showing ways to fix mistakes. Makes mistakes a lot less scary, which I know is something that holds people back from even trying bullet journaling, is the idea of making mistakes. Okay. Oh my God, Kelly, we have a live chat donation. $5 from Kelly. Oh, man, thank you, Kelly. That is so kind of you. Thank you so much. I love the little dancing party pair that you put for that too. I'm not sure if you chose that, but if you did, stellar choice. I love the party pair. Okay. I want to clean up this little bitty line that went out of the box there. So what I'm going to do is just cut out a little piece of paper here. And I'm going to use my glue tape roller, stick a little bit of glue on the back of that. Like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and stick that right over that little mess up. Perfect way, if you don't have whiteout, to cover up mistakes. All right. So what is our next decision here? See you later, Lauren. Thanks so much for joining in. I hope you have a good rest of your night. All right, I think it's time to use some more stickers. So I think here is our next decision. Should I use the neon weekly headers, or should I use my, oh wait, I only have 5 flags. Okay, hang on. What's my decision here? Oh, I know. Okay. Here are our options. Okay, I have to figure out how to... What brand is your glue tape? Mine keeps getting stuck and I have to go in and fix it every 2 inches. This glue tape is this brand, Attack. This was very kindly sent to me. So I think it was from Amazon, maybe, but it might have also been from an art supply store. I can't remember now. But there you go, ATACK. Okay, so for my weekly headers, we're going to have 3 options, 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to make sure to describe these in a way that you guys know what I'm talking about. What weekly stickers should I use? So we got number 1, which is going to be this, what should I call that? Like starry, or like galaxy. Kind of looks like galaxy. Galaxy headers. Number 2 here is going to be long black neon headers. And number 3 is going to be these ones here, which are going to be the short neon headers. Short neon headers. Okay, ask. Catherine said, I've been watching your videos for a while. Love your bullet journal videos. This is actually the first year I've been able to stick with daily journaling, and I love it. That is amazing, Catherine. Congratulations. That's got to feel just so good. And sometimes it really does take a little while for that habit to stick. So I'm glad that you've gotten to a point where you've been able to be consistent about daily journaling. All right, so just another run through. This is option number 1. This is option number 2. And this is option number 3. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Oh no, Sarah, you got the wrong vote in. Well, it looks like number 3 is winning anyways, so it doesn't look like your accidental vote for number 1 is going to throw anything off. Tracy said, Kay was the bullet journaler that made me realize I could bullet journal without being an artist. Makes me really happy to hear that, Tracy. It's a big reason why I started making my stickers, is just wanting to make pretty decoration more accessible in journals, and getting to do it with my own art is an added bonus. So just makes me really happy to know that my videos just helped you in that way. Feel like people, again, feel intimidated to bullet journal because of all of the incredibly talented bullet journalists that post videos and, use their journal as an artistic expression and a way to be creative. And the whole thing with bullet journaling is there's no one way to do it. So it just makes me really happy to know that I've helped anyone realize that they can bullet journal regardless of your artistic skill or anything like that. Hey, Steph, welcome in. We have a poll going at the top of the chat right now, although I'm going to call it because it is an obvious winner. No contest. The winner are these short neon headers. Hello, Agnes. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stick these in right here. This brings me back to when I first started creating my stickers. I was using a Leuchtturm at the time, and just seeing the white border of the sticker on the cream paper really is just throwing me right back to that time. Okay. Now, here, this is the weekend, so I am not going to use a sticker for that, and instead, I'm going to hand write in a weekend header. Wow, Farley, you've been watching me since around the time that I got Luna. I know, and she's already 4 years old. Well, you've definitely been here for a while in that case. Okay, for my weekend header, let's see. I think I'll just use this black. like that. Weekend. See you later, Kelly. Thanks so much for joining on in. Again, welcome to everybody else who's joined in while I've been working on this spread that you guys have been deciding and controlling for me. I'm going to do a little yellow stripe there. All right. So what is the next decision? We need some dates here. So should I use stickers for my dates or should I do handwritten dates? How should I do my dates? With stickers, handwritten. Here's our next poll. And I'm not sure where my dates are going to go yet. Maybe I'll do that for the next poll. Either we'll do the dates underneath the days of the week, or we'll do them down at the bottom. All right, handwritten is winning. We got 22 votes in. That means 30 of you still have to vote. Luna, come here. Luna is sitting somewhere where she can see the door, waiting for Jake to come back. All right, it looks like handwritten is definitely winning. So I'm going to end that poll. So one more poll. Are we going to do our dates at the top or at the bottom? Where should I put my dates? Top or bottom? You know, on top could also go in this space here. That might actually be where I put it. If it goes on top, it'll be like in this little blank column or row here. And if it's on the bottom, it'll be down here. This is so fun. I'm going to keep doing this. I just love this interaction that's happening with the polls. I'm definitely going to implement these polls more into our Patreon live streams as well, because this is way too fun. I'm also amazed that there are 55 of you here right now. Welcome, everybody. Just so much fun getting to hang out with you. I love how this spread is turning out. All right. Top is definitely winning. So dates will be up at the top here. I'll let it go for just another few seconds, just in case it magically starts to switch around, but I don't think it will. So Steph said, listening/watching live streams while I sketch out gives me a great sense of community since I work from home and don't go anywhere or know anyone around here. I'm so glad that you're able to find community in that way, Steph. Just live streams in general, I feel like, are such a magical way that people form community. And I know for me, it was through Patreon initially, where live streams just became a huge part of my online community, a way to actually make this like a two-way relationship instead of like a completely parasocial relationship where I don't know you at all and you only know me. I absolutely love getting to know all of you. I love how the people that are always at my live streams, I genuinely feel like are friends of mine. But yeah, these live streams are really special to me, whether they're the Patreon streams or these public ones, and definitely something that I just in general want to do more of. I just want to find ways to make streaming an even bigger part of what I do because I absolutely love it. So it seems like you guys have really been enjoying this, letting you control my bullet journal style. So I think that's something I'm going to have to do more often. Come here, you little sleepy cat. Come here. All right, we're having another Luna break. Luna is walking over here to me. Come here, honey. Here she is. Another little Luna break. A Luna break. Bye-bye. Oh, I love Luna breaks. Okay, the winner is top. End that poll. So my dates are going to go up here. So I think we have one more decision to make, which is what color my date should be. So let me create one more poll for that. So we got yellow, purple, blue, black. And we could do a mix as well. So what I'll actually do is just yellow, purple, black, and then a mix of colors will be the last option. All right. That poll is up. So this is going to be for my dates at the top here. What color should we do? Monica said, am I that old lady that gets annoyed at the kids blasting their music out of their cars in our quiet neighborhood? I think I am because it just happened. You know, Monica, there's always a time when we transition from being those young kids annoying the older folks to all of a sudden being the older person who's getting annoyed at the rambunctious kiddos. And I think for a lot of us, there's just a big in-between portion where you're both. Sometimes you're the rowdy, rambunctious person, and other times you're the old lady. All right. All right. It looks like a mix of colors is what's winning the poll. The poll is right at the top of the chat window. So get your votes in. Oh, black is getting close. Black and a mix of colors are almost tied. We have 27 votes in. That means about half of you have voted so far. So I'll give it a little bit more time. All right, mix of colors is beating it out now. 31 votes in means there's about 23 of you yet to vote. I have cat hair in my mouth. All right, it looks like mix of colors is winning this poll. Black has gone back down. The poll disappeared from your screen. Oh no, Shalon. I am so sorry about that. I'm not sure why. For me, I still am seeing it at the top of the window, but it seems like a mix of colors is definitely the winner. So I'm going to go ahead and end that poll. and let's do a mix of colors. So kind of like the idea of maybe using these again. Let's see. Let me see what this side looks like. That is a nice blue. The other day during one of my streams, I was looking for a certain blue, and this is pretty much it. All right, I love that. I'm going to use these 3 colors and then do a black drop shadow underneath them. So let's go ahead and do that. Make sure I don't get my dates wrong. I'll start with my blue. And I'm going to do 30. How many days are in May? 31. Let's use my yellow for the first. The blue again for the second. The purpley pink for the third. Oh, I should have done that 3 like how I did these ones. That's okay. It's not too noticeable. And then for the weekend, that is going to be the 4th and the 5th. I'm going to do a little plus in between them with the black. So it looks like 45 right now, but I'll put a little plus in there. Okay, I'm going to do that black drop shadow on all of those. Also, I was mentioning to my patrons, and didn't seem like anyone really cared too much, but I'm going to say this anyways. I finished watching Big Little Lies yesterday. Finished season 2 and absolutely loved it. Loved the ending. Loved that show. Show is just so good. There we go. 4 plus 5. All right. There are our dates. And, you know, we said that this spread should be a little bit more maximal. So I think I'm also going to put in some little lines coming off of my dates, just for a little bit of extra something. I know, isn't maximal a good word? Kind of sounds like Maximilian. See you later, Delisa. Thank you so much for joining on in. All right. We are getting pretty close here, guys. The next thing we need to do, since, again, my favorite word, this is a maximal spread, we now need to throw in some more decoration in here. And what I'm thinking is putting something in at the bottom of all of these daily sections. So let's make some decisions. So these are the 2 sheets of decorative stickers I have. Oh, wait, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, okay. Here we go. All right, so I have these 2 sheets of decorative stickers. The one here that has all of these neon signs, and then this one that has these square decoration bits. So I think what we should decide is if I want to stick these little squares down at the bottom of each of my daily sections, or if I want to use neon signs, or if I want to do a mix of both. So let me put the poll in. What decorative stickers should I use to finish off this spread? Neon signs. I'm going to call these square city scenes. And then we got an option for both. Thank you, Veronica. See you later, Donna. Well, actually, I don't know if you're leaving, Donna. You might just be wishing everybody a good weekend and not leaving. But if you are heading out, thank you so much for joining. All right, so there we go. We got the poll up. So far, both is winning. And we got neon signs, square city scenes, and both. Hey, Bobby, welcome in. I'm nearing the end of the spread, but this will be available to rewatch if anyone... Oh, yeah. Can you see the spread underneath again? Absolutely. But welcome, Bobby. So happy you're able to join on in. This is a live stream where I'm using polls to completely decide on everything on this spread. So everything here has been decided via polls, and there's one at the top right now, which is deciding on what stickers I'm going to use to finish this off. And we have the neon signs, we have the square city scenes, or we have both. So get your votes in. It looks like about half of you have voted so far, 26 votes out of 55 people in the stream. I'm so happy so many of you have been here this whole time as well. I feel like this is a little bit of a bigger turnout than I usually have for my streams. So definitely going to have to do this more often. It seems like this is something you guys are really interested in. Okay, both is still winning. Thank you so much, Tristan. All right, 30 votes in. Both is still winning. Yeah, I definitely love to still do public live streams every now and then, Bobby, and it's something I'm making a very big effort on doing every month consistently. So like I did the sticker design live stream last month, I believe. I think that was last month. But I'm definitely going to make sure to still do public live streams every so often. Ooh, I have to sneeze again. To supplement the 7 Patreon live streams that I already do. Oh, that sneeze did not come. It went away. It's probably going to come back later. All right. I think we can call this poll. It's a pretty clear winner. So I'm going to end the poll, and the winner is both. So I already have some ideas of what I'm going to do here for both. And that is using these big signs here coming up from these 2, or actually maybe even coming up from these ones here. Kay's Diner. This sticker here is mimicking the Oregon sign that if you are familiar, or the Portland sign rather, that if you're familiar with Portland, Oregon, which is where I live, you definitely have seen this. So I'll stick that in there. Let me actually peel this one back up and cut off the sticker border just on the very bottom here. That way I can really have it come right up from that line. Totally understand not being able to be a patron because of financial reasons, Bobby. So no rush at all, but I am excited to possibly see you as a member again in the future and have you in on the Patreon streams. Okay, so we got 2 signs. Oh, wow, Tristan, you had your daughter at OHSU. I live on South Waterfront, so I live literally right next to OHSU. So that is really funny. Steph said, my aunt lives in Portland. I absolutely love the city. I really want to host a in-person meetup this summer, honestly. It's fast approaching, so I'll have to see if I can swing it, but I really want to host a meetup. So I've always been curious just how many people would travel here for that, or how many people live somewhat close enough to like drive here. But if I do that, I'm going to plan it with enough notice that if anybody does want to kind of like make it a trip to Portland and travel here, because Portland is, like an amazing destination. People come here to vacation and come here on family trips all the time. So I feel like if I gave enough notice, people would probably be able to convince their families to go on a little family trip to Portland. Okay, so now I'm trying to decide what to do here. Yeah, New Zealand is a little far, unfortunately. Is Cherie here? I'm not sure if Cherie is. Oh no, Cherie ended up saying bye a little bit earlier. Okay, so I'm sort of thinking like these here, although I don't know. I do like the idea of the arrows there. Like this. Oh, actually, let me grab it from this other sheet, this big arrow. Something like this. What do we think about that? I still need to use these though. That was in the poll, so I can't miss out on these. Maybe I could do those here. And then this arrow over on this side. Like that. And then another scene right in the middle here. Maybe, which one should I use? Maybe a pink one. Maybe this guy? How about like that? Oh, an Amtrak trip. That's amazing, Pamela. I really want to do another Amtrak trip soon as well. All right. Well, I'm definitely I'm going to get this meetup idea brewing and hopefully get something planned for maybe like late summer, again, to give people advance notice, maybe like August, September, something like that. Okay, so I think the question now is, am I done? Because we wanted to go maximal, so I could still do more. I could add more stickers like up here. There's still more I could do. I could add dots for my to-do lists, but I'm going to leave it up to you guys just to answer, am I done? Am I done, or is there something else that you want me to do for this spread? So there we go. We got the poll posted at the top. Am I done? And I think if I am, I think what I'm going to do is jot in some of the events and such that I know already for this week. Or actually, no, I should probably wait until I have my actual bullet journal with me. For those of you who didn't hear me saying this at the beginning, I accidentally left my bullet journal at my office this morning. So I'm actually using this is actually Jake's journal. Don't tell him. But I'm using his journal, which is in a Loic term, and I am just going to cut these pages out and paste them into my journal once I get it back later today. All right. It looks like this is the most heavily won poll, and that is saying that we are done. All right. It's 91% to 9%. So even though there's only 23 votes in, I'm going to call it because that is pretty much decided. And that's it. I am done with this weekly spread. And with that, we are done with this live stream. This was so much fun. I loved this so much. So I am going to do this more often. The same control, my viewers control my bullet journal spread live stream style. This was just way too fun. I absolutely love how this spread turned out too with your guys' help. Everything just really came together and worked out today. So, yeah, I think that is it. I'm trying to think if there's any other announcements I want to make. If you guys haven't seen, I posted on my Instagram story, but I can maybe just show you guys right here. I did a full reveal of the new sticker collection for this month. And if you want to get the sticker collection, you can join Patreon. So this is the Painted Leaves sticker collection. It is a watercolor collection using actual watercolor illustrations. We have the, let me actually go to this one here. There is the 3-sheet, the 3-sheet monthly kit at the top there. The freebie sheet here, all 4 of those sheets will be sent to the $15 tier. There's then the monthly kit add-on sheet right here, as well as this decorative sheet of painted leaves. Those additionally come with the $25 tier. And then the $30 tier is getting this sheet of paint splashes and the Patreon only sheet right here. Just wanted to show you guys that really quick because the last day to qualify to receive these via Patreon is the end of May 31st. So if you like the looks of this collection, you can sign up for my $15, $25, or $30 Patreon tiers. Those are the Patreon tiers that come with automatic sticker deliveries. So I create a new sticker collection every single month, and my patrons receive those sticker collections before they go up in the shop. So my patrons were sent this neon collection before it went up, or this neon city collection before it went up in the shop. I don't do the shipments every single month. I bunch them together. So I usually ship 2 to 3 months at once. But my patrons receive or get sent stickers and receive all the stickers before they go live in my shop. So if any of you are interested in getting automatic monthly sticker delivery or automatic sticker deliveries of my new monthly sticker collections, Patreon is the place to go. I'll also be posting printables matching that new theme before the end of the month. Patrons also receive the digital stickers as well. And when you sign up for Patreon, you get access to my entire library of printables, digital stickers. It's almost 4 years worth of content on there. So I also live stream 7 times a month on Patreon. So again, if any of you are interested in getting a little bit more from me, Patreon is a great place to start. You can sign up for just $1 a month, and that gets you access to 4 years of printables, all sorts of fun stuff, coupon codes for my shop. Patreon is just my favorite. It's like, I call it my Patreon fam because it really feels like we're family over there. So just wanted to plug that really quick. All the stickers I use today are available in my sticker shop, and all of the links are down in the description below if you guys are interested. And with that, guys, that is going to be it for this live stream. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. This was so much fun. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Happy planning. Stay tuned for my June Plan With Me video coming out this weekend and a migration video coming out in the next week or two. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.